Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Gary Krishnarovich and I am a high performance coach here to help you level up your game. Now, today's topic for our video is going to be problem solving. Now, I understand that this can come across as a very general idea, but I want to specify about when players actually problem solve. As I work with my players, I ask them the question is, how do you problem solve and when do you problem solve? And oftentimes I get the response of problem solving after an error is made. Now, that is a really good time to problem solve. The issue is that is often too late. What would be problem solving before the mistake is made? That would be ideal, correct? That would alleviate often errors and allow you to actually stay more engaged and play better tennis. The problems that you may come across are actually coming from the ball that's hit at you. A ball might be high, that's a problem. A ball might be slow, that's a problem. A ball might be coming in with a lot of pace. You may also encounter weather problems. There is sun, there are cracks on the court maybe you're playing on, maybe there's wind. These are all also problems that you have to adjust for. Fast courts, another problem. So if you think about the problem that happens before contact, you're going to make adjustments quicker and better. If the ball is high, you may decide, all right, I got to take this ball out of the air and hit it as a swing volley. So you're going to move forward and take the ball early. You may also move back to deal with the high ball. If the ball is coming in fast with a lot of pace and you recognize it early, you're going to buckle down and maybe absorb some of that pace. Your opponent slices it. You are now going to make sure you give yourself a little bit of space and get low and adjust for the spin of the ball. Now, these are all really, really simple elements that not enough players do. Oftentimes, players will only problem solve after they make an error. So you get a ball, you hit it into the net, and you're like, oh, okay, maybe I should have hit it with more height. But you're not actually thinking about in-shot or in-rally adjustments. That is what high-level players do. That is what elite players do so well. One part of that is you have to be more engaged mentally in the point, in the rally, in the situation that is actually unfolding before you. Oftentimes, players will simply just hit balls without any thought process and then get upset about, oh, I didn't actually hit that ball where I wanted to. What we have to come back to and what we have to understand is good players are constantly problem solving, constantly adjusting, constantly adapting their game within the rally, within the point. That is what we see the elite players doing. Now, watching the BMP, the Indian Wells tournament going on currently, I've been watching a lot of the men's matches, not as many of the women's, but a lot of the men's matches. Kicks work exceptionally well on those courts, as well as slices. That means that the court surface is doing something where it's gripping the ball a little bit better and allowing the ball to skip up. So as a player, you have to recognize that and you have to own that. And then you have to also understand that not only can you use that to your advantage, but your opponent is going to use that to their advantage. So being able to analyze real life situations. Another really good example would be, I play oftentimes on a fast indoor hard court. That's where I coach most of my lessons. And sometimes I'll have a player that comes in, they're fresh and I haven't worked with them yet, and they step on the court and they're befuddled and they don't know how to adapt. What would be a really simple way to adapt to a fast surface? Give yourself space. You're going to step back a little bit further from the baseline so that you can deal with the skiddiness of the ball. You may also modify your swing a little bit. You're also going to get much lower because the ball has a tendency to come at you lower rather than higher. These are really simple adjustments that you need to be making constantly as you are competing. Again, let's relist some of the problems that you may incur, right? If we look back in my an old video about 6 ways how you can manipulate the ball, you have height, rhythm, direction, depth, spin, pace, ordering them from least risky to most risky. Now, these are the same things that you're going to be using to force an error from your opponent. You have to understand as a player that those are the same elements that your opponent is going to be throwing at you. So if the ball is high, you may, like I mentioned, you may back up, you may take it early. If the opponent gives a rhythm change, you have to recognize it and split a little bit earlier, see that they're creeping forward, and be ready to defend that shot. If the opponent starts moving you more, recognize that problem, make sure you're buying a little bit of time. Maybe you set up with intention as you're running to that ball as they moved you, and you're gonna play higher so that you can buy more time because you're recognizing that they're moving you. If it's depth, they're hitting shorter, you have to be able to recognize that and actually run forward rather than start to gallop forward or do footwork too early so that you can move up on that ball better. If they give you a slice ball, you're going to give yourself space, so you're going to read the trajectory of the slice and you're not going to change direction on that ball. You're going to play it safe back to the corner where it's coming from. If your opponent hits with pace, you're going to buckle down and absorb some of it and then try to neutralize it and play it back deep. These are really simple elements that I would love for you guys to go out and explore on your own. If we take some snippets of some of the matches and we actually break them down a little bit, you can notice that the high-level players are constantly problem-solving within the rally, whether it's moving forward or backward, laterally giving themselves space, buying time, throwing in awkward shots, or dealing with the ball. That is what you need to be doing. Obviously, this is easier said than done, but the concept is if you plant that seed in your mind, I'm problem solving before contact and also after contact, you're going to notice that you're going to play much better tennis, much higher level quality tennis, and be able to compete much better against a greater variety of players. I hope you guys got a lot out of that video on problem solving and the concept as it pertains to your game. Make sure that you guys remember to like and subscribe to this video, throw down a comment below. Let me know if there are any other videos that you'd like to see me post about or talk about. And let me know if you get a chance to actually explore this concept on the court and see if it actually helps you out. I look forward to hearing and reading your comments. All the best. Until next time, bye.